Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is rather exciting. It's a pack with me. I'm off to Scotland for a week, and actually by the time you watch this video, I should be in Scotland already, making the most of all of these pieces that I've packed with me. But I thought it would be really nice just before I head off to share with you exactly what I've decided to pack with me and a few packing tips as well. I'm traveling with a carry-on case only and an under the seat bag as well. So 2 items there, but all of my clothing I'm going to pop into my suitcase, and that's what I'm going to share in today's video. Whenever I pack for a trip, one thing that I find so helpful is to create lists. And so on this occasion, I have a list on the notes in my phone. Honestly, it's just the most helpful thing when it comes to packing. So on this list, I have everything from the categories like outerwear, accessories, base layers, tops, bottoms, dresses, footwear, and miscellaneous bits as well. And then I also have a checklist for what I need to put in my hand luggage as well. So things that I don't want to forget, but essentially everything is here in the notes on my phone. And this is just the most helpful thing when it comes to packing, particularly if it's a short break, because you don't want to forget anything. On to what I'm actually packing for my trip away. So I'm actually going to go through my notes and share with you the individual items. The reason I thought this would be a little bit more helpful and potentially informative is that this way you'll see all the individual items that I have decided to pack with me, as opposed to me just packing my suitcase and then you don't really get to see the individual items that I've picked. So hopefully you find this helpful, but do let me know. Any feedback is always appreciated. So do leave me a comment letting me know what you like to see in pack with me videos. Let's get started with outerwear. I have decided on one single coat, and I've gone for a camel double-breasted longline coat. I feel like this one is a perfect style of coat to take because it's quite heavy, meaning it's quite warm, but it's also very easily dressed up and dressed down. So it's a coat that's going to work with all of the outfits that I've packed. On to accessories next. The first is a cashmere scarf. As you can see, this is a very similar colour to the coat that I've picked because obviously I want the coat and the scarf to match up quite nicely. I'm also packing a brown cap, which is more of like a casual style for me, but very keen to style that up whilst away. I'm also packing a white beanie. This one is so good because it's lined, so I absolutely love this one. It's from North Face, so it's fantastic. It will be perfect for the cold weather. I'm also going to pack a black belt, which is great just to add a bit more dimension to an outfit, and also a pair of sunglasses because I am always hoping for winter sun. Then for my base layers. So I have decided to pack 2 long sleeve tops. I've packed a white long sleeve top and also a black long sleeve top. This is just very basic items that I can wear under any jumper that I wear, and I can also potentially wear them on their own as well. So a great layering piece to pack. I'm also going to pack a pair of thermal leggings. Now these I'm mostly just going to wear under trousers and under jeans just when it's super cold. These will be of course a great additional thermal layer, but I'm also packing a pair of classic black leggings as well. Now these are for more casual days, maybe when I'm just lounging around and stuff. These will be a great option. On to tops next. I've decided on a white cashmere roll neck top. Cashmere is a great one to add in here. There's a lot of these sort of like thick and warm materials to keep me nice and warm. I've also got a white chunky wool cardigan. This one I've labelled as chunky because it is actually quite big and will very likely take up quite a bit of space in my suitcase because it is just so thick, but it's great in terms of being a layering piece, but will also look really nice on its own as well. So it will be a piece that I think will do a lot of work during the week. And then I've also packed a black wool cardigan that I think is both great worn casually but also worn dressed up as well. And then I'm taking a camel mock neck sweater. I love these. I was very tempted to take this in just all of the different colours that I own, but I wanted my outfits to look a little bit different, so I settled on one mock neck sweater and I went for the camel colour. And then finally a black striped jumper. As you can see, I don't have many prints or anything in here because I just think if you stick to a colour palette and stick to a very minimal amount of prints, it's much easier for you to mix and match the items that you're packing. Next, onto bottoms. I've picked 3. So firstly, a pair of blue high-waisted jeans, always a go-to. I always take jeans wherever I go. A pair of black wide leg trousers, and then also a pair of cream high-waisted trousers. I do have to admit that I think 3 pairs of trousers may be a bit excessive for a week away. However, I want the options there, and none of these are particularly similar to each other. I've got jeans, I've got high-waisted, like tapered trousers, and then wide leg trousers. So they're all different enough to each other for me to sort of warrant taking 3 different pairs. Onto a bit of a miscellaneous extra piece, and that is a dress. I always pack a dress because it's a full outfit with one piece, and I think that can be very good. So I'm packing a black knitted midi dress. This is still quite warm, so still good considering the weather, and it's also an item that I know I can dress up if we go out for an evening or something like that, but I can also style it quite casually for daytime too. Onto footwear next, and I am packing a pair of black boots. Of course, if it's going to be cold, I'm going to need some chunky warm boots, so I'm going for my black boots, and then I'm also packing my black high top Converse. These are just great as an additional option, an additional footwear option, and also they're Converse, so I find them to be really comfortable. And the final category I have on my packing list is labelled other. Now these are just the things that don't necessarily fit into the outfits sort of, but they are essentials. Things like underwear, socks, pajamas as well, and also my jewellery. So that's everything that I'm taking with me to Scotland, and now out of those pieces I pick my travel outfit. So in this case I've decided to wear my camel coat. Of course, it's the only coat I'm taking with me, so that's the one that I will be wearing whilst I travel. I'm also going to keep out my scarf because that's just a great layering piece, very easy to put on and very easy to take off as well. Then for jumper, I'm going to go for the camel mock neck sweater because I find them so comfy. And then I'm actually also going to go for the black striped jumper worn over the shoulders because it means one less item that needs to be packed away into my suitcase. So very happy with that indeed. And then I'm wearing my jeans. I know some people are outraged by the fact that I wear jeans when I travel, but honestly, 99% of the time I travel in jeans. It's just something that I'm very happy to do. For footwear, I will be wearing the boots naturally. These are going to be too big to pack into the suitcase and they will just take up too much space. So it's easier for me to just wear these whilst I travel to space save in my suitcase. So as soon as I've decided on my travel outfit, I put that to one side and the remaining items I pack away into my suitcase. When it comes to packing, I don't really have any tips or tricks, to be honest with you. I've tried the rolling technique in the past because I've heard so many people rave about that, but honestly, I just never found it works so well, particularly with knitwear, which is what I have the majority of this time around. I have a lot of chunky knits and a lot of big cardigans and things like that that are actually quite tricky to roll into anything quite small. They end up being quite chunky and taking up a bit of space. So personally, my packing method is to just fold. Fold normally. Sometimes I fold into smaller sections and sometimes into slightly larger sections. It really depends on the item and it really depends on the space available. And then I end up doing a bit of Tetris to make sure that everything fits in quite nicely. I try to keep the majority of my clothing to one side of the suitcase, and then on the other side I will pack my miscellaneous bits and bobs. So that's everything from my underwear pouch to my pajamas, jewellery, sunglasses, any other accessories, extra shoes in there as well. I just try and keep the things separate because you can always go ahead and later on compress the clothing section using the straps available in the suitcase, and the other side is kind of a bit more loose, so I want the items there that I don't want to sort of crumple up. You may notice as well that a few things are missing from my suitcase. For example, my beauty and liquids bag, my chargers and my tech, like my laptop, my camera and so on, but I actually take those in my handbag. So the bag that I take and store under the seat is where I will have things like my laptop and my tech and my beauty bits, and that's purely because I don't really want to open up my suitcase through security. So ideally my suitcase will be closed at home when I leave and then only opened again when I reach the final destination. I really hope you enjoyed packing with me for a week in Scotland. My next video will be my outfits of the week, so I'm hoping to film what I wear every day in Scotland so that you can see the different outfits that I put together using all of these items that I packed with me. So that video is coming next. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. Make sure you come back next week to see see all of the different outfits that I created with the items that I packed with me. A very big thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you all next week for an Outfits of the Week. Bye!